Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome to Workout Wednesday. My name is Stu Strello. So then, I have put together a workout for all those people that are stuck inside. Remember guys, whilst we're going through this self-isolation and like family isolation thing, it's key that we keep ourselves active guys, not only for physically but for mentally too. So then guys, today's workout is as follows, okay? We have 10 exercises here which are completed in a circuit training style format, okay? So I'm going to hold the board up now. So there's your screenshot, okay? So if you take a screenshot of the board now, okay, it just makes life a little bit easier to refer to. So on here then, we have 10 different exercises, okay? Starting from the top with push-ups all the way down to bottom number 10, which is going to be high knees on the spot. The way this is going to be conducted, we have 3 rounds, okay? So at the top here, we've got round 1. So you'll be doing 30 seconds per exercise until you reach the bottom, okay? You'll then have 2 minutes rest and then go straight into round 2, which is 25 seconds per exercise, same as before, all the way down to the bottom, 2 minutes rest, and then straight into round 3, which is 15 seconds per exercise. Now with this workout, especially if you're new to it, just make sure you take your time with it, guys. Don't go sort of beasting yourselves. Have as many sort of unofficial rest breaks as you need to just to get yourself through it. But ultimately, if you can get yourself down to exercise, well, for completing exercise 10, happy days, you know, then that's when we can then have our official rest breaks. So then guys, before we start the workout then, we've got to ask ourselves a couple of questions. Firstly, are we hydrated? Have we peed clear a couple of times today? Okay, and the second being, have we eaten enough? If we haven't eaten enough, we haven't drunk much, it's best sort of before we conduct this workout, especially an hour before, just get some food on board, good quality complex carbohydrates, okay, and get loads of fluids on board, okay. So then guys, once we're happy that we are fully hydrated, we've got enough food on board, we're going to ask ourselves one more question: have we got any injuries? Guys, if you do have injuries, please do seek advice from your GP before you commence any sort of taking part in this workout. Failing that, drop me a message, drop a comment underneath this video, okay, and I'll see if I can adapt those exercises for you, okay. A little bit of health and safety then guys, when we're doing this workout, it does require a little bit of space. Like what I'm operating with here guys, I've got a half floor, so if you are going to do this workout on a half floor, make sure you've got a soft mat or something like that you can do this workout on. Happy with that guys. So then, let's start with a good old classic British Army style warm up. So then, find yourself a bit of space here guys. Have a quick move around, make sure we're going to touch anybody or anything. Okay, last thing we're going to do is start breaking things. And from here guys, we're going to start jogging on the spot. Once we jog on the spot then guys, if you hear me call out a body part, I want to see that body part touch the floor. For example, if I say left hand touch the floor, then left hand touches the floor. If I say the right hand, if I say both hands touch the floor guys, okay? Happy days. So then, whilst we're jogging on the spot then, let's just start punching out to the front, flicking those fingers. Now start punching up to the sky, out to the sides, out to the front, up to the sky, down to the ground, out to the sides, out to the front, up to the sky, down to the ground, out to the sides, and then let's go both hands out to the side. Then let's start rotating those hands forward, making small circles. Just get those shoulders nicely warmed up. Let's make those circles bigger. Let's make them bigger. All the way then, big circles. Let's try and get those biceps brushing past you and the fun past the fight. Let's make those circles smaller. Make them smaller, make them smaller. Small circles to the rear. Let's make them bigger. Make them bigger. All the way then, big circles guys. Good. Keep it there. Let's make them smaller. Let's make them smaller. Make them smaller. And gently jog in there then. Let's pretend we're in a swimming pool then guys. Okay, we're going to do big breaststroke. We're just going to push all the way up to the front. Let's go all the way to the rear as far as we physically can. Really open up that chest. We're then going to go into front crawl, so really over-exaggerate this movement here, pushing all the way out to the front. Good. Then into backstroke, so one arm at a time, big circles. Now for butterfly, both arms going forwards. Now for those gymnastics, go left arm going forward, right arm going to the rear. Good, let's keep it there. Let's go right arm going forward, left arm going to the rear. Good, keep it there guys, last few seconds. And steady hold there, looking for the first stretch then, okay? So from here we're going to go feet shoulder width apart, okay? A slight flex in the knees just protects the lower back. We're going to do some head rotations guys. So we're going to look over our right hand shoulder, all the way back to the centre with the left hand shoulder. And we do that 5 times guys, okay? Good, so 5 times over each shoulder. Good. Nice. And then from here, bring our chin down to our chest, but keeping our chest sticking up. Then up to the sky, back down again, back up, back down, back up, back down, and back to the front. Next stretch we're going to do then, we're going to go keep the feet, shoulders apart, slight flex the knees. We're going to bring the left arm across the front of the body then, the right arm above or below the elbow, pulling the arm in towards the body, feeling the stretch in the shoulder area. And we're going to hold these static stretches on the warm up. We're going to hold them for 6 to 10 seconds. And slowly release out of that, quick change sides. And slowly release out of that. Next one we're doing, we're going to place both hands on the lower back. We're going to stick our chest up. We're going to try and bring those elbows together and really open up that chest. I'm going to hold that for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of that. Let's bring both hands out to the front then without interlocking those fingers. Push out to the front as far as you can, keeping the chin off the chest. Really open up those shoulder blades. And then we're going to come out of that, guys, and back to jogging on the spot again. So this time, whilst we're jogging on the spot, then guys, just pretend we're rope players. We're going to reach out to the front, take on that imaginary rope or book. We're going to switch right to the left-hand side, pass the wall behind us, back to the front, all the way to the opposite side. Big rotational movements, ensuring the head follows where the hands go, guys. Good. And back to jogging on the spot again. Let's start flicking those toes out to the front slightly then. Let's bring those knees up to the front slightly. And heels to the rear. Knees up to the front. Toes out to the front. And gentle jogging there. Left hand touch the floor. Right hand touch the floor. Both hands touch the floor. And steady hold there, guys. The next drill we're going to do then, okay, we're going to get ourselves down into the press up position, okay? So from here, we're going to keep feet and shoulders apart. We're going to push back into downward facing dog. So we're going to get our head down through the shoulders, stick our bum up in there as high as we can. Nice deep breaths. Imagine yourself like a triangle and your bum being the pinnacle of the triangle. We're going to hold it there for another few seconds. And we're going to go back into the press up position. So from here, we're going to bring the hips down towards the ground, okay? Ensure we look forward. Like so, nice deep breaths, get a good stretch of the core. And then back into the press up position. From here then, we're going to walk our feet forward. We're going to get ourselves into the deep squat position, guys, okay? So with this then, okay, so stuff I usually see in the gym or train people in the gym is, you know, people thinking they get into this position, okay? Leaning for over excessive leaning forward and stuff like that. Guys, if we struggle to keep the feet flat on the floor and shoulders apart, I suggest we sit down like so, bring the soles of the feet together, elbows inside the knees, pushing down, okay, keeping the back up nice and straight. Failing that though, guys, if we keep that deep squat position, okay, drill we're going to do from here is we're going to dip the right elbow down, we're going to lift the left arm up into the sky as high as we can. Really open up those hips. We're then going to come back down towards the centre, up the other side. And then come back down again, okay, from here, we're going to place the left hand on the knee, we're going to slightly push out, try and keep that foot flat on the floor. Hold it there, good. And then back down towards the centre and up the other side again. Pushing down that right knee, good. Really trying to open up those hips. Once we're happy with that then, guys, we're going to stand ourselves back up. From here then, okay, we're going to turn ourselves like so. We're going to get ourselves into a big lunge into the rear there, keeping the hips nice and square on, body nice and upright. This knee not falling on the toes, just getting into those hip flexors. Hold it for the last few seconds then, and slowly stand up out of that. Let's go down the other side then. Guys, with this stretch as well, if we need to, we can hold on something just for balance, especially if we are doing it on carpets and stuff like that. It can be a little bit, you know, off balancing and stuff. Then we're going to come out of that. Next one we're going to do then, guys, we're going to interlock the fingers like so. Let's bring those elbows together. Let's just loosen off the wrists, back and forth, left and right, round and round. That's good. Cool, and come out of that. And let's go back to jogging on the spot again. So let's start flicking those toes out to the front again. Knees up to the front. Heels to the rear. Knees back up to the front. Toes out to the front. And gentle jogging there. Left hand touch the floor. Right hand touch the floor. Both hands touch the floor. Jump up in the air. Both hands touch the floor. Jump up in the air. And steady hold there. Looking for the last few stretches then, okay? So, use the wall, use somebody in your house, okay? We're going to grab the lacy part of the right trainer. We're going to bring the heel towards the bum. We're going to push the hips forward, okay? Slight flex in this leg here, okay? And slowly release out of that, change sides. And release out of that, guys. Now we're going to take a pace forward our left foot. We're going to sit back onto the right, so we're in a position like so, okay? We're going to place the hands on the fleshy part of the right knee. We're going to stick our bum out as far as we can. We're going to keep the toes flat on the floor to start off with, okay? So we're getting that stretch in the hamstrings of this straight leg. Now we're going to raise the toes towards the sky, that straight leg then. Once again, focusing on sort of extending those hips as much as we can. And get the stretch in the calves now. So the back part of the lower leg there. Good. And we slowly come out of that, quick shake off, just change legs. Now let's raise the toes towards the sky. And let's slowly come out of that and back to jogging on the spot again. This time then, guys, okay? We're going to go left hand touch the floor, right hand touch the floor. Good. Let's start flinging the toes back out to the front, but let's punch out to the front at the same time. Knees up to the sky, punch up to the sky. So then, exercise number 1 is the push-up. So for the push-up then, we're going to get ourselves down on the floor like so, okay? With our feet together, hands in and around the shoulder area. We're going to squeeze our bum as hard as we can. We're going to come down towards the floor as far as the flexibility allows, okay, as far as strength allows. We're going to push back up, turn the pits of the elbows, set faces forward, okay? Like so. Guys, when we're doing the push-up, let's think about those elbows going back at a 45-degree angle, okay? Rather than up here, okay? This is paramount for shoulder safety. Guys, if we struggle with push-ups, ways we can do variations for these then, okay? We can work on the negatives, where we come all the way down, place the knees on the floor, bring the feet up, okay? Do not cross the feet. We then push up, back on our toes, we come down, knees on the floor, push up, back on our toes, or failing that, we can go knees on the floor from the get-go, okay? And we can do our press-ups like so, ensuring those elbows go back at that 45-degree angle at the shoulder. Exercise number 1. So then guys, exercise number 2 then, okay, is going to be reverse crunches. So we make our way over to our soft matted area. From here, we lay down, okay? We check that nothing's going to aggravate the spine. We go hands out to the side like so. From here, we go feet 6 inches off the floor. All we're going to do is going to push up onto the shoulders and push up into the sky as far as we can. Ensuring that when our feet go back to the rear, okay, they do not touch the floor, okay? Ways to make this exercise easier, we can do a reverse crunch like so, making sure that it's a control, bringing those knees up, as opposed to using momentum. For those people that want to take it a little bit further, okay, we can push up, we can add a little bit of a twist just to get those deeper core muscles, transverse abdominis. Those deep core muscles, absolutely loves this movement, okay. Exercise number 3 then, guys, is a bodyweight squat. So from here, we're going to go feet shoulder width apart, okay. What we're going to do from here is we're going to make sure the knees track outwards. We're going to stick the bum out as far as we can, okay? We're then going to start lowering ourselves down, okay? Ensure we keep the chest nice and upright, sticking that bum out. We come down like so. We don't go all the way down to the bottom, okay? Don't want to go into that sort of Homo sapien resting position, okay? We're just going to keep it there so we don't get the dippy bum, okay? From here, we're going to screw the feet into the ground and then stand back up. So when I say about screwing the feet into the ground, imagine that your feet are on 2 dinner plates and we're going to try and screw them into the ground as much as we can, okay? That will create torque within the pelvis, okay? Massive sort of glute engagement that as well, okay? That's what we want for every time we squat down, whether it's squatting with exercises or just picking something up from the floor in an everyday movement, okay? And that there is your bodyweight squat. As I said, to make that harder, okay, what you can do is you can hold some weight. We've got plenty of stuff that weigh heavy around the house, okay? Grab hold of that and let's just get squatting with that. Failing that, just keep it out for sort of high reps with that bodyweight squat. Exercise number 4 then, guys, good old classic burpee, okay? So from here, when we get ourselves down to that press up position again, okay? If you're feeling strong enough, especially after the first exercise, we have the press up, okay? Ensure our feet are shoulder width apart this time, okay? A little bit different from the push up. We then squat thrust forward, okay? We jump up in the air as high as we can, and then back down into it, okay? Press up, squat thrust, jump up in the air. Ways we can make this easier, we can get ourselves down, we can walk our feet out, okay? Walk our feet back in, jump up in the air if need be, okay? And that there is a good old classic burpee. Exercise number 5 of the workout then is a half sit. So we're going to make our way to our matted area. We got ourselves laying down like so. Once again, checking that nothing's going to aggravate the spine. We keep the knees bent like so here, okay? From here, nice straight arms. We're then going to sit up, get your wrist past the knees and then back down again, okay? Ensuring the shoulders touch the floor. If need be, with this exercise, guys, okay, we can get weights put on our feet if need be, get someone to hold your feet or to put them underneath the sofa or something like that, okay? That's going to enable you to then sort of concentrate on getting that sit-up action. Exercise number 6 is going to be alternate lunges to the rear, okay? So from here, we get ourselves in a position like so. All we're then going to do is we take a big lunge to the rear, ensure the hips are nice and square on, the knees not forward the toes and the body's nice and upright, okay? Slight bend in that back leg there, we then stand back up, we go down the other side, okay? Stand back up, go back down the other side like so. That's alternate lunges. Exercise number 7 is going to be reverse dips. So as you can see here, I've placed 2 dining room chairs on the matted area like so. We're then going to place our hands on the chair like so, so the top of the hands face uppermost. We then walk our feet forward, okay, slight bend of the knees there, keeping our bum back close to the seats. We're then going to come down as far as flexibility allows. We then push back up, turn the pit of the elbow so it faces forward, guys. Come down this way here. We rep out like so. To make it harder, what we can do is we can place weight inside this area here, okay? To make it easier, what we're going to do is we just raise the legs that we're using to do the dip on. Exercise number 8 is going to be a mountain climber. So, bring ourselves back down to that press up position. From here, ensuring the shoulders are over the hands like so. Okay, we're going to bring the knee up to the elbow. That front foot does not touch the floor, okay? And then again on the other side, okay? Once we're happy with that position, we can then pick the pace up a bit, okay? To make it easier, we can just walk this movement through, okay? To make it harder, we can bring opposite knees to opposite elbows underneath the body, guys, okay? Once again, get those deeper core muscles. Mountain climbers. Exercise number 9 is going to be the squat jump, okay? So with the squat jump, we're going to go feet shoulders apart, okay? Like we did when we did squats before. We're then going to partially squat down, try and bring the nice hit in the knee there, okay? Ensure the knees are tracking outwards, okay? Keep the chest up. We then explode up into the air like so, okay? Ensuring that it's a controlled landing as we come down, okay? Don't just want to see people sort of just dropping into it, okay? Control that landing, guys, okay? Paramount. Exercise number 10 then, guys, the last exercise, okay, is a good old British Army favourite. It's going to be high knees on the spot, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side like so you can see it a bit better, okay? All we're going to do is we're going to knees up as high as we can, okay? This is an easy mode. To make it harder, okay, we can then bring those knees up, keeping up with the toes, guys, okay? This is going to get you breathing harder. Let's make sure we rep it out as best as we can. So then, that would then be the end of the workout. What you will need to do now then is you need to do a cool down, okay? So the first thing we do is we're going to walk around the room a couple of times, just bringing that heart rate down safely, okay? Nice deep breaths in for the nose, out for the mouth, and then you would then go into your static stretches. With your static stretches, guys, let's hold those stretches up to 25 seconds, no more than 30 seconds with those stretches, guys, okay? Any issues with that, you know, private message me, drop a comment underneath and I'll be able to help you with that. Guys, another thing that's going to need to happen, you know, you're going to require lots of fluid, especially if we're training inside, guys, okay? We're going to get hot quite quickly. Make sure that we're drinking plenty of fluids, make sure we get some fruit juices on as well, get those electrolytes back in the body, okay? Guys, let me know what you think of this workout, either, you know, through message or comment underneath and that. Thank you very much and look forward to next week. Catch you later, guys.